where like there's so Georgia has a criminal statute about withholding custody. It's I think it's 16545
Hmm.
is the OCGA code, but it's with withholding lawful custody, right? And so it is a criminal statute in Georgia. It's punishable by a $500 fine. Second offense is 500. Third offense is jail time, right? And so
Most
actually,
states, it's custodial interference.
yeah,
That's what it's called.
sorry, custodial interference, exactly. So, and actually, I think Georgia actually does right now have escalating fines. I was thinking of the Texas law that I think has 500 jail time. Georgia has like 400, 1,000, and then jail time. But either way, the point is it's
Mhm.
a criminal statute. But then we have to ask how many law enforcement agencies in Georgia enforce this. How many prosecutors are willing to take this to court? Because if it's a criminal statute,
Big one.
it's gonna involve law enforcement, and it's gonna involve prosecutors, and it's gonna involve an actual criminal conviction. But what happens is if you bring that up, most of the time, whatever the local sheriff's office is or the police department, they're gonna just kind of wipe their hands and be like, "Oh no, that's a civil matter. Take that back to your civil judge."
Hmm.
Right. And it's like, what's like, again, blurring these lines. I thought like we've got these criminal statutes on the books for interference of custody. But now you're telling me to take it back over to the civil side. So yeah, just a lot
I'm
of,
re-
I mean, that happens across the board in a lot of this stuff.
I'm reading the law right now, and Georgia's is very in depth. It says if
It
they
is.
are taking or enticing the child, so if they're committing the child to do the act, and committing to it, harboring the child, if you turn around and you hide the child, retaining possession, obviously, which is the standard custodial interference. And it gets more serious. So it's a federal law if you go over state lines anyway, but Georgia explicitly enacts it in their law, which is a good thing. So Georgia, that's crazy. Georgia has a very in-depth law for it.
So, well,
Third
and that,
offense is a felony too.
exactly. And that was the wildest thing when I first read, is it 16545?
It is 16,545. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was one of the wildest things to me when I first read that was I was blown away by how, to be honest, like how, yeah, exactly, how good, how in depth, like how, I'm trying to
Mhm.
think of a good of a good descriptor for it. Like Georgia has a very intensive custodial interference law. Like
Mhm.
honestly, the way that the law is written is just, if you take it on face value, one of the best in the country for protecting the child's right to be able to see both parents. But
Absolutely.
again, you have to ask that question. Several of the parents that I've been working with around the state have actually been doing this recently. They've been talking to a couple police departments and sheriff's office and taking this code section, taking this statute to them, asking, do you guys enforce this? If so, what does it look like, and what's the end result of this? And almost every time they take it in and actually talk to somebody in law enforcement, they're like, oh no, yeah, no, we wouldn't do that unless it was
Go
like
to a judge.
kidnapping or
Yep.
across state lines or whatever. Yeah, that's going to have to go to a judge, and then you're going to have to get a ruling and go from there. It's like, well, what's the point of even having this law if
Yeah,
nobody's
it's
doing
not
anything about
enforced.
it, right? Yeah, yeah,
And then you get in front of a judge, and what's the judge going to do? Slap on the wrist? Hey, don't do that
maybe.
again. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're probably not going to get that, even like getting the time back. You're probably not going to get that time back. The schedule's probably not going to change going forward. Yeah, your judge is going to
Mhm.
say, "Hey, don't do that anymore." But there's not going to be any fine or penalty or anything, right?
Yeah,